very impressive. I'm not even sure if I can make 60 streams in a row. But, yeah. How's it going? It's going pretty good. We are going to be going for mostly positive vibes today. We are going to be trying to make some good progress on this project. So for those of you who may or may have not been here on Wednesday or Monday, and I hold on, sorry, I'm also supposed to get chocolate. Apologies. We have chocolate. Got that amount of slab, but got for it on you too? What? We will be nice. I mean, you guys don't have to be nice, like, you know. Though you should definitely try to be a good person, right? I think you should always try to be a good person, right? But, you managed to attend all of your streams, at least? Yes. But, so what we will be working on today, while I take a bite of chocolate, is that we are going to be continuing our chat-controlled Geo-Guesser. And hello, Shackman. I am extremely, I don't know, I'm just excited with how this project could possibly turn out. So I'm looking forward to the possibility of it working. We'll see how it goes. Delicious. And of course, I always eat just dark chocolate. So, essentially what we need to do today, and what I would like to get done, is for us to have both conveyor belts working, or not conveyor belts, but SAD. But, both belts is the wrong word. No, belts is the right word. To have both belts working for the X and the Y axis, and then for it to be chat controlled. If we can get there by end of day, I'd be pretty happy. Though minimally, I would like to get at least the, I would at least like to make some progress, you know, so we'll have to see how it goes. I'm pretty positive things will go okay, though, but, you know, time will tell. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started. I need to get this guy out of the way. So I'm going to get this guy out of the way if at all possible, and we're basically going to have to reconstruct it. So give me a moment. But yes, so happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. The week is halfway over, which is good. I'm not sure how your week's gone so far, but my week's gone dandelions, I guess. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. You know, not actively dying for once. That's nice. So, you know, I got that going for me. So it's good. Today's been a day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank goodness it's half over. Yes. The week is half over. The week is definitely halfway over. So, to run through what the plan is to generally make the XY coordinate system, we are essentially going to use belts to move a crosshair over to wherever we think it is on the world map, and then submit that just guess to Geo-Guesser. And I need to just take a second. We need to just slow down a bit, because I just want to vibe, you know? I just want to have positive and good vibes today. I found out something very exciting yesterday when I was talking with my doctor. That sounds ominous, dude. It's not that I'm it's not that I'm pregnant. No, what is exciting news that you can find out from a doctor, though? Yeah, don't start like that. Yeah, exactly. Good news from the doctor is good news. No, okay, so it's completely unrelated to health. It's completely unrelated to health, okay? So what the news was, I very much like certain Monet paintings. For those of you who don't know, you get to name a disease. No. Um, it's nothing that bad. Anyways, so I'm a certain fan of Monet paintings, and in the near future, great, I will be going to New York, and I plan on going to the Met Museum, and they happen to have my favorite painting there, and I've never seen it before in person, and I'm very much looking forward to it, and I didn't find out about it until yesterday, because I'm pretty close with my doctor, I would say, like, our appointments generally, our appointments generally last on the order of, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours, because we just chat. Like, she likes fishing and other stuff, and then we just talk about, like, life, family, that type of stuff. It's a little weird, champ. Water lilies? No, it's not water lilies. It is, garden. Yeah, it's garden. That's my favorite one. No surprise, something with water. But yeah, any doctor would kick you out after 15 because their agenda is packed. So that's generally the thing here, but I don't know. I've been going to this doctor for close to 10 to 11 years. So you're the reason. No, okay. No, I'm not the reason. I'm not the reason why the doctor is always running behind, because I am a good noodle and I schedule my appointment as the last in the day. So I can't be someone's reason why she's running late. So yeah. Exactly. That's why they pay me the big bucks. You blame the doctor? No, I don't blame the doctor. Anyways, I do need to grab some measurements, so we actually need to bring this back. Okay. So again, I need to measure across the top and see how long this is. Let me get it going. But yeah, so I'm super excited because now there's a good chance that I'm going to get to see my favorite painting, and I get to maybe go play the Chess Hustlers in New York and maybe get a slice of pizza. So I'm very much looking forward to it. My doctor is usually behind schedule by 9 a.m. Oh, that's rough. I've just noticed how this says one ruler to rule them all. Yes, it does. Though I actually think this ruler is not the right ruler for the job right now. Chess stream from NYC? No, I don't think I do a chess stream from NYC. I'm gonna switch to using a fabric ruler because this is probably easier. Okay. Anyways, give me just a sec. Whoop, whoop, and whoop, whoop. Okay. So this guy is 43 millimeters, 43 centimeters. Okay, so 43 centimeters. Let's see what my notes had, though. Okay. Careful with the cheese, will burn the heck out of your bottom lip. Noted. But yes, I'm not good enough at chess to, like, if I go play Chess Hustlers in New York, I guarantee you I will lose. Like, that's a guarantee you can take to the bank. Okay, so we need our belt to be approximately, so it was 43 millimeters, so 86 millimeters should be good. To span the entire thing. So, let me just get that measured out. But yes. Also, Shackman, I would use freedom units, but freedom units is hard to work with when you are doing more precise things. Anyways, I need some marker or something. Do I watch Ori or Ready Steady? Well, it's actually the Ready Steady, yes. I'm not sure if you watch Ori or the Ready Steady. You can watch whoever you want, right? Or maybe we collab. Actually, I wonder if Reddy and I would make good collab partners. I do wonder that. Okay, that's 30. That's another 30. So this is 60. I watch you over everyone else lately. Oh, that's so nice, Midnight. You already collabed? Wait, when did we collab? Oh, yeah. We had our unofficial Bowling with the Boys at home stream. Though I didn't stream it. And darn it, I got excited and I lost my place. Okay, and then we need... Okay, so 43 plus 43 plus 2. I don't want this to be too long. So... plus 9, so 50... 50 plus, so we want it to be... I think 90. So basically just 333. Okay, that's pretty easy actually. Okay. Okay, so here-ish. And then I want some, slightly some extra slack so I can solder it together. So I'm gonna cut it around here. You know what they say, measure 0 times, cut 0 times, right? Okay, there we go. Not to get too far ahead, but do you know how you're attaching the XY axis? The XY axis will be commanded by the same microcontroller, but they won't actually be attached. So they'll be running like parallel. That's how you're going to get the crosshair system. Or that's the idea. Anyways. So next we need to get these guys together. So I'm just going to probably clamp them together and then melt it. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get that ready. They also stay anxious and don't make decisions. What? I'm confused what you mean. And then we'll need some helping hands. I wish there was something you could... Actually, heat shrink would work pretty well in this situation. Don't worry, the context has left the chat. Okay. That is perfectly a-okay. And let's see. What else was I thinking about? Oh yeah, okay. So I was thinking about something today. Every day. Okay, so every day, or every time I stream, it is basically a job interview. It is basically a job interview. And you may say, but Ori, you're not getting hired anywhere. Or, like, that's not the way that it's working. But hear me out. Hear me out. It's a job interview for a friend. Like, to make friends. Every day is every stream is an opportunity to make new friends. Nodders. You know, it's always the opportunity. Anyways, let me turn this guy on. Alright, so we are turning on our soldering station. Are you the one applying, or are we? I mean, I would say most of you guys are, hopefully. Like, I feel like I know, like, Ori is being parasocial with chat. I'm not being parasocial with chat. I know, like, a majority of... Not even a majority. I know quite a bit of you guys. I would say, like, 80 to 90% of y'all I know well enough that I could consider you, like a friend or an acquaintance. For sure. Definitely an acquaintance. Hides. I know you well enough, Gideon here. Really innocent. Ty, I know you well enough to be a friend for sure. Are you stalking us? I would never. The only person who I potentially do that to is Ty, and that's as a joke. But that's not as a joke, but... I'm probably not in the 80%. That's not true. I know approximately where you are. I know approximately what you do for fun. I know approximately what you do for work. And I know general facts about you. I'd invite you over if I knew you were stalking me. Hi, friend. Hi, Krell. How's it going? But yes. I try. 20% Club Unite. Yes, Cynic. I do not know you that well yet. You are the only person who's currently talking who I do not know immensely well. So tell me a bit about yourself, Cynic. Inquiring minds need to know. Tell me a bit about yourself. Oh, I need to re-tin this guy. Okay, this guy has to get re-tin. Give me a second. I want to make a good impression, you know? I want to be a good noodle. Now, technically, I don't need to solder it, or I don't need to pre-tin it, but that would just make life easier. You guys may not get the best view, but I want to make sure that we do it correctly, and that I don't get any fumes. So apologies for, like, the weirdness that's going on. Total stranger. 65 stream. Wow. Australian geriatric by Twitch standards. That's okay. We're all geriatric by Twitch standards. We're all cooked. We are all, in fact, cooked. Okay, let me get the other side. Anyways. Oh, it's pretty well mounted together. Let's go ahead and mount together the other side. And now I can use... Don't necessarily have to hold these two together that well. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's get these guys together. Well, that's cool. The Cynic, huh? Okay, so you're Australian. You're Australian. Are you from Brisbane? You don't answer that question. You should not answer the question, are you from Brisbane? Live on twitch.tuvalu. Okay. Looks pretty well together. And then I am also going to zip tie this guy together. And I did buy more zip ties yesterday, so that's good. Adelaide? Well, the iron is retinted a couple of times. Yeah, I probably should, you're right. I went to university in Brisbane, but that was ages ago. Ori, why are you soldering the belts? I'm melting the rubber together, Alex. So I'm trying to melt the rubber together. I mean, just hot temperature, right? With heat, Alex. Yes, exactly. With heat. Anyways, zip tie them together and then we should be good. What did you go to uni for? And I need to open this guy. Okay. Had to get more zip ties. So luckily I have more zip ties, which is good. Because I first rolled out the feature, I accidentally started stream before Ori did, and I did not know at that point I could watch the VOD. Oh no. Ori, please re-10 after doing that. Okay, I will re-10. You guys are right. You guys are right. And it's okay. Uncommitted. She is not... Ty is not an uncommitted mod. I feel like Ty most certainly is not. IT, also economics. Oh, I see. Let's see. Do you like macroeconomics or microeconomics? So are we talking like investment stuff, or are we talking like analyst? Okay. Sorry, we're just tinning the iron. You always tin your tip? I mean, I try to. I always should. It's easier to clean it that way. She only has a 60 stream streak. How are you expected to rely on that? That is kind of true. Okay. Apologies, we're just tinning the tip so it will be easier to use in the future. let's see. So what else has been going on? Oh, dude, I hit level 60 in TBC, which is pretty cool. You can wipe it away as soon as the flux is gone. Yes, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the fumes to dissipate. Honestly, you can't rely on the streaks. They're unreliable. I suppose you could say that. Oh, I can tell that I need to readjust this. Give me a second. Even though Ori doesn't think she needs a mod. I mean, realistically, thought you were going to say when you hit level 60 in Duolingo, you were getting a French boy? What? I don't think I'll ever be hitting a 60 streak in Duolingo. Unfortunately, I'm not good at learning languages. Like, that is most certainly not my strong suit. Give it a second. A snap U1. Nice. Thank you so much, Topocato, for subscribing. It is very much appreciated, and wow, it's been 5 months. Okay. Dude, that's insane that people have even been around that long in general. Okay. That's gonna have to be fine for now. Like, it's gonna be fine for now. I can clean it more later when we're not streaming it. And also, I killed my music because I'm an extremely talented individual who EMPs stuff by just turning off the soldering iron. Okay. So anyways, next I'm just going to attach this guy with probably 2 zip ties. That would make me feel more secure. She murders the music. That's not the only thing I'll murder. I'll also murder some chocolate because I want another bite of chocolate. So there. Okay, delicious. Wait, these zip ties are slightly confusing to me. How do these even work? This way? Are you also a serial killer? No, I don't think so. Last I checked, I was not. It's been a while, though. I can't say I've checked if I was a serial killer in a while. Actually, have I? Yeah, I'm a good noodle. I'm a very good noodle, okay? Like, there are few noodles in the world who are as good noodled as me. And then I want it to be on this side, the flat to be on this side. Then I'll probably just use... I don't know what you're supposed to use in this case, like when you're supposed to be tightening a zip tie, but you have to hold it. So I'm just gonna use my teeth, because I don't have a better option. It's like, maybe if I like hold it against the desk. Okay. I like how Ori switches between Ori is good, Ori is... Oh no, I've said this repeatedly. I'm an extremely evil person. You guys just haven't found out about it yet. Smile. Yeah. That's okay. Oh, the zip ties with the screw hole things. I have slight hatred for those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double trim it. That's okay. Again, when the Google Docky finally drops about me, like, you guys are gonna be like, oh, I knew this whole time. I knew this whole time that Like, she said so this entire time that she was evil. Why didn't we believe her? That's what you guys are going to be saying, you know? I'm still interested in learning more about you. Well, that's okay. There's not much to learn. Actually, there's like lore, but I don't know how interesting of a person I can be. I do believe. Oria's on the list confirmed. Wait, what do you mean by Oria's on the list? Wait, what list? Oria, you do have an insane amount of time in World of Warcraft. You don't have time to be evil. Yes, but I can do multiple things at the same time, so it's not like I'm limited in what I can do. Okay. There's a lot of time, and time is of the essence. Wait, why is time of the essence? The Google Docky list. Yes. You guys are all going to figure out that I am actually, honestly, I don't know. I don't think I'm honestly that bad. But, nah, I'm evil. I'm totally evil. I'm the most evil, unsay-so person ever. Again, you guys are gonna be surprised when you finally learn about me. Why are you laughing? Stop laughing. Stop laughing, Muke. Pure evil. Yeah, exactly. I'm pure, unadulterated evil. Okay, and then I want this on this side. Well, dolphins are evils. Yes. I'm running genetic experiments at work. I'm not running any genetic have I? I haven't done any genetic experiences at work, okay? And in academia, the most suspicious thing that I did was I skinned a Furby alive and then, like, rewired it to do some stuff. But I think that's pretty normal coded. I think that's definitely normal coded. Game recognizes game. Everyone's done that. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has skinned a Furby. Everyone has skinned a Furby and played around with the resistor values in it to make it sound demonic and for it to, like, shamble forward in an unholy mess. And I did it by, I got paid. Listen, okay, it makes sense with context, but I did this with, like, I was paid in tater tot hours, and I got paid in tater tot hours, and I used some of the tater tot hours to buy the Furby from someone, okay? That was me in college. Dude, me in college was so weird, champ. I'm not even sure if I can close these. Hold on. I might need... I actually might need the, whatchamacallit? Our favorite friend. Our favorite friend on the entire world. You know him. You love him. Pipe Couture. 1 second. Okay, I am back. Anyways. Oh, that worked well. Okay, now the other one. I hardly know her. We need to get you a real cutter for things. I do have a real, like... I do have a real cutter. These are real. Are they not? Also, hold on. Oh, great important. I ask you, what is your wisdom in these trying times? I don't think the times are that trying, to be perfectly honest. All times are hard. You absolutely don't blacklight those cutters. Absolutely don't blacklight those cutters. I'm confused why I would need to blacklight the cutters in the first place. Also, see, like, this... see, this isn't working. Like, my normal cutters aren't working, so what are you expecting me to use? Okay. There we go. No trying times because I can't decide on... Oh, dude, I love sea salt chocolate. Sea salt chocolate is so good. Sea salt chocolate, dark chocolate is so good. I love sea salt dark chocolate. That's a little treat. That's usually too bougie of a treat for me. But, you know, if I'm really feeling it, you know, I can maybe afford it. Anyways, so, belt's together now. It's not the cleanest implementation, but I guarantee you it's not coming apart anytime soon. Oh, I must start cutting stuff with my katana. Good for you. Become katana pilled. Or don't. Yeah, with... Obviously, what type of question is that? Exactly. How do you feel about shy... I've never actually tried that, Cogs, right? I'm usually picky, like very, 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 very picky when it comes to food. So, unfortunately, I do not do that too much. One second. Going to reduce this guy down. I want to keep these together, but still. Okay, so this is going to be our idler. I can't cut down these wires, or rather I do not want to. But yes. Let's see what we shall do. Oh, also, wait, guys. I saw a new VTuber, okay? I saw a new VTuber. And they're not, like, new as in, like, new to VTubing. But I saw a different VTuber. Her name is Yui. Like, Y-U-Y, I think? New to me, yes. New to me. Dude, I loved her vibes. Her vibes seem very immaculate. Her vibes seem immaculate. Oh, Yui? I think it's Y-U-Y, is it not? Or is it... She has great vibes? Okay, yes. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Let me see if it's who you guys are typing out. Y-U-Y-I-X. Images... Yes, it is this VTuber. It is that VTuber. What Cogsright said, it's that VTuber. That VTuber has nice vibes. They have very nice vibes. Anywho. We need to set up our system. Shout out given to... What? Oh, I don't... her model is almost as cute as Ori's. Nah. I feel like our Ori is actually... Like, our models are actually very similar, though. Plasma cutter or water jet? I prefer water jets. Will we be doing bougie s'mores on my camping trip? That's nice. I wish I unfortunately do not have access to the bougie stuff. Mostly because I don't want it. Not because I can't get it. Okay, so in order to cross the entire world, we are going to need to mount these guys. And I need my clamps. Hold on, let me see which clamp is longer. Give me a second. Alright. Alrighty. She also has a very soft, soothing voice. Yes, she seems like a very soft, soothing person. One day, though. Okay, anyways. So, if this guy is maximum out... I feel like we might actually be missing a bit of length. Hold on. Give me a sec. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely missing length. Okay. I really don't want to swap them because I'm really lazy. I know I measured one at the start of stream though and it looked fine. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. We'll use this one. That's the length of the world. Okay, so I'm gonna unscrew this guy and reattach and see if we can get it working. But, let's see. Besides that, what has been new? What has been new? What is new in life, chat? I want you to know this still pains me. Why does this pain you? If there's a reason why it pains you, feel free to let me know. Because it's bad? Because it's bad, she says. Because it's bad, she says. Hold on. Other side, Ori. Thank you. There we go. And I just need to thread it through and then we should be good. Okay. One moment. We're threading. We're threading. Oh. Okie dokie. Need to put the hex nut on the other side, but I guess first I'll just screw this down first, then we'll deal with the rest. So what else has been going on? I hope this doesn't break early into its first use. Why do you think it would break? I don't think it's undergoing a lot of force. If anything, the belts will break first. What sort of robot are we giving cursed life to today? A Geo-Guesser robot. Thy Lord Root. Also, welcome back, Thy Lord Root. Long time no see. How have you been? How have you been? Not physically break? What do you mean by not physically break? I'm confused. Okay, there we go. Milwaukee tool owner here is not a fan of yellow branded tools. What's your ideal vacation look like? Okay, so I have two things. One, I'm extremely basic. Alright, like, it depends on how basic I'm feeling, I guess. So, if I'm feeling, like, super basic, I would say, like, I want to go to Disney World or Disneyland. However, if I don't have that option, a more realistic option, or less realistic, I don't know. Also, how am I supposed to screw this guy in? What? No, that can't even rotate. That can't be the right method. Hold on. Sorry. It needs to go the other way. It has to go the other way. Legoland, California. Honestly, I hate traveling. My ideal is a stay-at-home vacation. That makes some sense, right? But, like... Cancun? Honestly, I don't... like, hold the nut from the back, then make the screw? Maybe. But Cancun itself doesn't really seem like my cup of tea. I don't really like going, like... I don't like being... What's the word? I like having things to do. And things to see. But, again, like, it's kind of, like, counterproductive, right? Because I also prefer, like, not loud noises. And stuff, so it's, I don't know, man. I just work here. I don't even work there. And then, yeah, also the same thing. Dude, I haven't gotten a tan since I was, like, 10. 10 or 11. What about a robotics museum? I don't know about that. A robotics museum does sound like it would be fun. But I'm not sure how many good ones there are, for lack of a better word. I can't tan. That's okay. Neither of us can tan. We cannot tan together. But yes, I hate going outside. Wars happen outside. Everything bad in the world happens outside. Everything good in the world happens inside. Don't fact check me. Anyway, so this guy should go apart now. Excellente. Oh, that's why I can't wrap it. Okay. Give me a moment. Uno momento. IRL friends happen outside. So IRL friends outside are scary. I don't know about y'all, but like going outside, talking to people outside is scary, is what I would say. But one sec. Need to post this guy up, put it like here, and then get it attached. Okay. I call large groups of people petri dish, for example, amusement park cruises, etc. Yeah, that is definitely true. I kind of want to try out a cruise. So like one of the like types of videos that I watch for fun, like outside of stream, is like the travel videos where they like take cruises, especially like themed cruises. I like the themed cruises. I need longer zip ties. 1 second. Literally just had a phone call today with my mom about how she's worried about my lack of IRL friends. I see. The only thing that I don't like about the cruise idea, though, is that I feel like I would get sick. Like, almost certainly. I feel like you're bound to get sick on that. And I'm not sure how much I am about that life. That sounds like a her problem. I mean, if you don't mind not having friends, though of course having companionship does mean, like, I don't know. Generally, you should try to have companionship, I would say. But who am I to judge? Trapped on a boat with strangers for an extended period of time doesn't sound like a relaxing vacation. Yeah. Also, at that point, shouldn't you just stay at, like, a, what's the word? A resort? If you can't really even notice that you're at the sea. I'm okay with just not working for vacation. Yeah. But sometimes you gotta do stuff, right? You gotta do stuff. You gotta eat good food. You have to do life experiences. I am lonely. That is sad. It's okay. You can always find people. There's always third places, Pokemon. I'm not sure what type of stuff you are into. Well, actually, let's see. You're into probably computer gaming, Pokemon, and general nerd stuff. So you could always try to go to, like, a comic book store if you're nearby. To one. Boom roasted? How's that a roast? I mean, it does occur to me that we spent a great deal of time literally making friends in this channel. Yes! Yes! I know, right? Like, I love making friends. I love making friends. I love talking with people. Just outside, it's scary. Outside, it is scary. Digital hug. I've been on a few cruises, and the ones I felt were the waves were with the storm, and even then it wasn't too bad. Oh. I mean, it does occur to me that we spent a great deal. Oh, yes. I guess we kind of do make our own friends. Oh, plus, guys, we literally made a head-patting robot before. Like, that's, like, as parasocial as it can get, right? Oh. What emote is that? Just, like, a hug? Okay. Ooh, thank you for the pats. Okay. What if outside, but outside with Twitch so we can watch... What? I think that's just called a laptop, right? Or a phone? I'm not as bad as a parasocial bed sensor. I don't think having a parasocial bed sensor is technically bad. In my experience, larger online communities like this are a lot closer than coworkers you are friendly with rather than close friends. Yeah, but... What's the word? I wonder what it would take for a robot to become friends with someone, like, mechanicalistically. I mean, I assume if you supply them with benefit, the robot would be your friend. Sorry, I'm just trying to tighten this guy as much as possible so it doesn't drift out. Alright. Cool. Let's mount the other one. I think that depends on the type of robot. Maybe. Oh yes, so the other question, Pokemon. Oh yeah, have a good time driving home, Cogs. See you later. Okay, cut that. Next, we need... What is our next plan? Ori, why is the crayon so small? I don't know. I think I broke it in half when I was trying to draw with it before. No, it wasn't. it was not because I ate it, guys, okay? It was not because I ate it. I did not eat the other half. I did not eat the other half. I have not eaten a crayon on stream in like 2 weeks. Hi, I'm Ori, and I haven't eaten a crayon on stream in like 2 whole weeks. So there. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The part left there is a snack for later. 2 weeks. I feel like it's a good time to fix that /J. Okay, so does J mean jealousy or does J mean joke? The on-stream part feels like quite the quantifier. Ori is addicted to eating crowns as Shumi is to Pokopia. Joke and /S is sarcasm. /J is joking. What's the difference between /S and /J? Because are they not the same thing? They seem like the same thing. Oh, also, the point that I was going to get to, also, hello Mir, hello Arkun, hello. Hello, hello, hello. The point that I was going to get to, why do all your messages get a message by Alex saying, are you a VIP or something? What? I don't think Alex is a VIP currently, are they? Yeah, I don't think they're a VIP currently. 1 second, let's get this thing. Alright, so what I was going to say to Pokemon before, I feel like you kind of have to make friends in college if you want to make friends, or friends in high school. And kind of stick with those, because it becomes infinitely harder to make new friends as you get older. I don't know. Maybe that's just like a terrible take. And some of you guys may agree or disagree, but I find the tendency that it's easier if you have some sort of initial connection. Now it's pretty accurate in my experience. Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright. No, you just have to look in the right place. For example, VTuber community that is full of lonely single people. Listen, okay. We have 2 happily married individuals of 788 people in this community. Monka. That's a great ratio. Wow, that's a great ratio. That's a good ratio. We have 2 people who are We have 2 people who are in a happy relationship. So, you know, got that going for us. That's like a 1 in 300, or 1 in, like, yeah, 390 something, right? 2 that you know of, that's true. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy attached. Also, hello, goblins. Don't think all 700 have been in VC. That's true. There may be more out there. One day I hope to have the opportunity to talk with everyone. But some days they don't, and some days they do. Also, it helps me to find communities that are small and close-knit. For me, it was the autocross and track racing community. By track racing community, do you mean like the game? Or do you mean in real life track racing? Okay. And again, the reason why we're making this is so we can tension the belt properly. Real life. Oh, that's scary, dude. Haha, I hope not the autocrat community? What? I'm so confused right now. Alright, so these guys are together. I want to make sure they are grounded. They look okay. And then if we press the button, they should get further apart. Yesterday, Ellie mentioned that you need to get a group of people together to get a friend group. I find it that planning... What? Let's see, where did I make friends in college? So... In college, I made friends playing, like, I made class friends, and then I made friends online, which I guess aren't friends in person. I made friends online, that's what I did. I didn't really have that many friends in person. Like 2 or 3 people that I was pretty close to. Actually, no, a bit more than that. Because in my... I need an Allen wrench. Wait, where's the Allen wrench? Uh-oh. 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 My best attempt at friends in college was D&D, and that went pretty well. Yeah. D&D could go pretty well. You could go to, like, Friday Night Magic. There's lots of places you can go. These days, online classifier feels unnecessary. I guess that is kind of true. That's a good take, Gideon here. But yes, I think I met a few people within my major, and then we just, like, got to be better friends. And then I met a few people through the volunteer service organization I was in college. And then I think that's about it. Oh, then a few people playing Magic. Though I don't think I'm friends with literally anyone that I used to play Magic with. Then again, I don't have many friends. But that's okay. That's okay. We round up here, right? That feels good. Let's put the other one on. All of my college friends are people I met in classes. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Ooh, sorry. Have you guys ever done something, well, actually, okay, everyone has done something extremely stupid. But I did something kind of stupid last night, guys. Slowly everybody in my friend group is either getting autism, dyslexia, or ADHD diagnosis. 0 rounded up is still 0. Yes, 0 rounded up is still 0. Just like I am 0 people if you round to the nearest whole. I met one of my best friends in an online class, but neither of us really talked because it became socially awkward. Then we met again later at a makers club. Nice. That feels a little over tension. Give me a sec. and right now I am just adjusting the belts. So one of these guys is going to act as an idler, so it is not going to be moving the belt. So it's basically just like a fancy stand. The other one will be doing all of the work pretty much. A majority of the work. So, you know, your average group project. Let's go ahead and see. What did that motor ever do to you? It didn't do anything wrong. Oh gosh, I hope it's wide enough. Please be wide enough. Oh! Thank you so much for the raid, Daniel. Gosh, oh! Sorry. Thank you so much for the raid, Daniel Springwald. What were you guys doing? I do not know y'all. Let's see. You were working on animatronics. It looks... Wait, are you into Lilo and Stitch? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We are currently... welcome in, Raiders. We are currently working on a Geo-Guesser project. So the idea is that we are going to be able to guess in the world where we are. And we are going to use XY belts to essentially line up a crosshair. So you guys are able to guess, like, in Twitch. That's the idea. And right now we are just working on one of the pulley systems. And hello, Con. Welcome in. But yeah, what were you guys up to? Anyways, I'm just gonna keep tensioning this guy. Okay. I think that's... It feels okay. Also, this really shouldn't work. I'm just saying, like... This really shouldn't work. Like... like, if you look at this... Is there, like, a cursed engineering? It doesn't matter, Ori. It does work. That's true, just because... I don't know. I feel like we're in the just because it does work. It's not stupid if it shouldn't be the best type of work. Yeah, but isn't there, like, an entire, like, genre of stuff that's like, man, how does this thing even work in the first... There we go. Okay. That feels... I think slightly much. I hate this so much. Okay. I put together software that hasn't worked, but it works. That's fair. A frame would still be better, but this is a solution, and a dirty solution is still a solution. Yes. All right. So next, what we need to do is we need to set up our stepper motor, and also I'm gonna tension this ever so slightly. There we go. Okay. I think this is tensioned well. Hey, it's like a little ski lift. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, next we need to actually get the stepper part together. So let's do that. Ori, this is the thing you think is cursed out of all the things you've done? Pokemon, if I took this in to work, if I took this guy into work right now, I would get so many bad looks. Can't this damage the idle motor layer? No, because it's not going to have power running through it, so it should be essentially loose, for lack of a better word. Also, it's not running at a high enough RPM that I'm worried about it. Though if it does damage it, it damages it, and we get new ones. But yes. Dude, this looks... Oh, hold on. Can I zoom out anymore? I don't know. This thing just looks so cool. It looks so cool. Okay. Anyways. Again, we go for hackathon here. We go for hackathon energy. This is hackathon level energy. I don't know about Ori's coworkers, but if someone walked up and showed me this, I would probably turn around and walk away. Thank you so much for following Marcelo Dev. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Let's see, Marcelo Dev, so I guess that means you code, and... Okay. It makes me think of a belt-fed Nerf Glicky. I mean, yeah, we could make a Nerf Glicky eventually. I kind of just have a motorized Nerf gun just like kind of in the wings in case we ever need a project and I can't think of a project in time. But Ori really can't read, can she? Just like I can't write, I'm also dyslexic. That's not what the message said at all. What? Let me take another read of this. I have put together software that really shouldn't work together, but if it works, it works. Okay. The issue with moving unpowered motors is generally the generator and putting backward voltage into whatever the electronics are connected, so there's no electronics, so it's no issue. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex, for justifying my bad decisions. Okay, I need a breadboard. Okay, so next we need to hook this guy up, and I really just need some test software. And we are going to need male to male, but male to female will work for now. Yeah, just a bunch of male to females. Should be fine. Okay, wires, wires, wires. I feel like I'm running out of cabling, which is kind of wild to say. It's still a horrible decision. It's not a horrible decision if it works, is it? Is it truly a horrible decision if it works? Listen, only here on twitch.tuvalu, Marcella, like, twitch.tuvalu/Oriana Aura will you see the following. Like, where else are you going to see quality like this? You know, where else are you going to see any quality? Like, hold on, I kind of want to make a launcher. Sorry. Oh no, the crown! Oh well. There's aesthetic greatness to good design. Or you cannot imagine the kind of printers I've seen technically work, but are very much not okay. Rihanna, I didn't mean to make fun of you. I sometimes have the same issues. Oh, okay. Yes. And keep in mind, like, I'm also trying to think at the same time. Like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be slightly entertaining. I do my best, okay? I do my best. And here's some wires. Those aren't male to female wires. But these are. Okay, there we go. Tried streaming today. It's way harder than it looks. Maybe. I think it really depends on what you're streaming, for sure. Like, if you're streaming technical stuff, I feel like it's very difficult. I'm sure other people here who do or have streamed technical stuff can attest to that. QGIS. What is QGIS? I am not overly familiar with that. What that means. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was just sticking it back in the box. Another ESP. Yep, you'll be fine. Honestly, streaming in general is tougher than most people would imagine. Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I appreciate that, Gideon here. Let me just take a quick hydration break, thank you. And again, we're trying to keep positive vibes today. You know, we're on positive vibe land. Even though things may not go perfect, you know, at least we're here. At least we are here. Week's halfway over. Things are going decent. It's a good noodle day. Yes, it is a good noodle day. Except for the times that I'm evil. Which is all the time. But, like, again, it's possible to be both a good noodle and evil at the same time. Quantum Geo Information System, a system to do geospatial analysis, i.e. analyze geotech statistical data and make maps. Okay. Cool, cool. Let's go ahead and get this guy plugged in. I got McDonald's today, so it's a good day. Guys, I've been not eating McDonald's as much. I know that's heresy. I know that's heresy, but I have not been eating McDonald's as much. I've been eating other fast food, mind you. Don't worry, I'm still eating fast food every day. Don't worry, I'm still eating fast food every day. So, don't you worry. But, are you ill? No, I'm not ill. I think I've gone over this. Unfortunately, McDonald's has a bad habit. McDonald's has a bad habit of having eggshell in their eggs. And, I keep getting eggshell in my eggs. And yes, of course. That's less than ideal. It, like, again, it's nice, like, once a year. It's nice to get the reminder. Like, once a year, maybe less, that what you're eating is real. Like, cool. Awesome. But what's not good is when you are, like... The shocking part is that they're using real eggs. Yeah, so, like, it reminds you that you're using real eggs, but at the same time, it's like, oh. But they aren't properly processing them. Guys, I'm sorry I stopped eating McDonald's because I get eggshell in my eggs, so now I eat other fast food. It's surely healthy. Yes. I'm glad you realized that, Arkun. But yes, so I've been eating other fast food every day. Anyways, let's get this guy wired up. What was today's meal? I keep eating Chick-fil-A. If you guys happen to know what type of restaurant that is. I get Chick-fil-A breakfast. Okay. Alright, I need to commonly ground these guys out. Cables are going to have to be grounded out. Voltage does not have to be. And then this goes back to our microcontroller. Honestly, I think eggshell is better than the cartilage I get at Panda Express. Yeah, that's fair. You guys do know that you can also... You guys know that you can also eat healthy things, right? But I can't. That's illegal. Ty, literally same brain cell, dude. Literally same brain cell right there. Yeah, I don't even own a fork. I don't own a fork. The only knife I own is a Milwaukee box cutter. I don't own a spoon. The only reason that I have... Gosh, this is embarrassing to say. The only reason that I even have cups is because they're McDonald's themed. And they gave... Thank you for throwing a penny at my face, Gideoneer. I appreciate you throwing a whole penny at my face. I will never get a fork. You know, maybe one day I'll, like, make a redeem. Doesn't know her own address. Okay. Yeah, I don't know my own address. I don't know how to cook. I don't know... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. A microwave oven. It's called a microwave oven. That's fine. Dude, I feel like I'm jumping from point A to point B too much. Apologies if you are newer here. Penny for the Spark Fund. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face, Ty. I appreciate it. Goblins, thank you for throwing another penny at my face. That is appreciated. Thank you so much. There are a few things I'm more appreciative than a penny thrown at my face. Pokemon, thank you for throwing 4 pennies at my face. 1 for each prong of a fork. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face, Ty. It is appreciated. It is never necessary. By all means, it is not necessary to throw a penny at my face. And I do own a kitchen. I guess I own a kitchen. I rent a kitchen, for lack of a better word. So in a way, yes. I've never used the oven. I really only use... Hey, Meridian, what's up? I've never used the oven. I've only used the stovetop once. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, Meridian. That is very nice of you. Never needed, but always welcome. By all means, feel free not to throw a penny at my face. Yes. It's okay. One day, here's 20C so you can build up to a full fork fund. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Arkan. One day I'll be able to build up. I'm pretty sure the like fork fund is enough to probably buy a fork, but okay. So even if I get a fork, the only I can't cook, right? I don't have anything to cook. All I have is a pan from a previous experiment. So it's not like I even have the utensils necessary to utilize the fork in the first place. You can, you just don't. It's okay. It's okay. One day, guys, I'm just gonna like, one day, okay, chat. Look at me. We're talking. Okay, so. Okay. So, one day, you guys are gonna be like, oh, or you can't cook, and I mean, I guess that's today. But, one day, I'm just gonna pan the camera, and you're gonna see that I'm actually Bobby Flay. That I'm actually Bobby Flay. Or whoever the newest cooking celebrity person is. And you guys are gonna be like, wow, she knew how to cook the entire time. And then I'm going to take you guys onto Iron Chef, and then you guys are gonna lose. Or I don't know where this is going, but gonna be great when it happens. Exactly. We always build up to the bits. Yes, I am actually Gordon Ramsay. Ignore the accent and other things. I'm most certainly Gordon Ramsay. You could definitely aim higher than Bobby Flay. I'm not sure if there's anyone who's... How many better cooks are there, realistically? Okay, anyways. Was thinking similar, but what about an excuse to build a cooking robot than not being able to cook? I've already built a cooking robot, though. Okay, so Hydro, sorry, you're newer here, but we literally made, chat-controlled ratatouille. You guys literally got to use my body to cook. We put electrodes on my arms. We made some fried rice. It was great. And then we've done other just, chat-controlled cooking activities as well, with, popcorn and, water pancakes. Anyways, this guy's hooked up. I just need to attach it to the microcontroller. What does it cook with? You don't have a knife or a pan? I have a pan that I use just for that experiment. I have a pan that I use just for that experiment. So there. Yeah. The reason why I bought the pan was oh, this would make a good experiment. Anywho, I need to get you connected. Ground and ground. I own a whopping 3 pans. Listen, that's 2 more than me. Okay. Alright, so I need to get these guys connected to ground. If we take a quick look at the silk screen, aka the right... Well, actually, this isn't the silk screen, this is just labeling. If we take a quick look at the labeling, you'll see that our ground is at the top here, the 3rd pin here, and then the 5th pin here. And then also our bottom pin. So that's what we need to get hooked up to our microcontroller. Okay, what is next? Get this hooked up to a microcontroller. Then we'll be good. Gosh, why do I feel feel slightly feverish right now. I'm so sad I joined this community to wait to watch the Chatatouille stream. I think I actually saved that one. I'm like 90% sure I saved that one because I was kind of proud of it. That was back in the day of hot gluing the motor directly to the knob in a manner that both... On another subject, I just spent the whole stream disassembling my mouse to clean it. It was one of the most difficult things to disassemble. Oh. Yes, but you'll never upload the VOD. Yep. So there's no evidence that it actually ever occurred. Alright, grounded and grounded. Okay. Next, we need our GPIOs set up, and then we'll be good. GPIOs and power. Okay. Need to make some cables. Actually, I wasn't here for the gluing. I joined just after the clip. Wait, the gluing? I'm sorry, the gluing? Oh, okay, yes, yes, yes. Ping Maple, she runs the VOD channel. I don't think anyone watches the VOD channel. Or I'm not sure if anyone does. I feel like most people just watch the VODs on Twitch. Though I could be wrong. Okay, I just need to get this guy attached. Turns out it takes a while to make a jank assembly, but at least you can use it as a video archive. That's true. That is definitely true. The VODs channel is for new members to watch old projects. I see. Okay, there we go. So I do need to make a common ground for our power supply. This is just for testing. And then I guess we need to move this into Twitch chat testing as well once we get to it. Oh well. Give me a moment. Wire, wire, and then to ground. Okay. Apologies, guys. I am doing a... doing a bit, I guess. Let's see, what else has been going on? What else is new? I was just being anecdotal, and I managed to catch that one live. Oh, okay. Alright, let me just plug this guy in. Oh, oh. Okay. There we go. Plugged in, and then plugged into our microcontroller. So what we are going to do next is connect in our command signals. So our command signals are going to be transmitted from our microcontroller to this guy to actually move the stepper motor. That is the objective. And we just need code. Okay. Give me a moment. We just need a moment. Okay, so our DIRPin is on 4. DIRPin is orange, so this is on 4, aka you. And then... don't you hate when one of your stole screws just fall out of nowhere? Luckily I have not had to experience that. That would be rough. Anyways, this guy's connected. Now, what do we need? Need to reprogram this guy with the proper code, which is just our stepper code for the moment. And then, what we also need to do is... oh my gosh. Just need to get the other parts working. Oh my gosh, we have so much software to do. Why do these projects have to have software, man? Who, like, woke up and was like, man, I can't wait to do a software project? That would be cringe. That would be cringe. I say as I do software projects. Anyways, pay no attention to me pulling up software. Okay, so the way this guy works is that we declare our stepper pin and our dir pin, which are 14 and 4. So on our microcontroller itself, if I can pull it open, boop. On our microcontroller itself, 14 is on the right side, right below the ground, and then 4 is the third pin. So that's what we need to get set up. And then just reprogram it, and it should work after being powered. So yeah, let's do it. You could do pure hardware, you just like Twitch chat integration. Yeah, I feel like Twitch chat is where it's at, you know? I want you guys to be able to, like, participate. Like, I want this to be the most participative... I want this to be the most participative stream on Twitch. Like, there is no stream where chat participates more. Apologies for the robot. Apologies for the mathematician robot. That's old code. But being able to participate in streams makes the streams way more interesting. That's good. So we do need to make this eventually chat controlled. I'm trying to redeem myself. I wouldn't worry about redeeming yourself. Anywho. Okay, so it's reprogramming. It's at 88%. So we're going to turn on the benchtop power supply. And then after we get this working, so after we're able to see this guy moving, or schmovin', what I would like to do is to work on the actual chat control for it. So let's go ahead and get this guy in the middle. And give it a run. So if we turn it on, what should happen is it's... Ooh. So this is a little heavy from the looks of it. Okay. So it does have a tendency to get caught from the looks of it. Yeah, it gets caught. Okay. I wonder what's happening. Can it be redeemed? Does it need to go all the way around? No, it does not need to go all the way around. In fact, it should not be. Maybe more tension. More tension would help, but the problem with more tension, it's hard for you guys to see, but essentially what will happen is these guys will rise off the ground ever so slightly when you over-tension them. Because they'll be pulled up and to the side, so the back end of this guy is going to lift off the ground, which we do not want to happen. Okay. But yes, give me a moment. Let me see if I can, how much I can eliminate the issue. Because I think part of it is just the extra gap. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's give that another try, see what happens. Nah, it's still a little... Still too much there. Okay, I can try to loosen it a bit more. I think that will have to do. Now. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and check your theory, though, if tensioning it will help. I'm gonna ever slightly tension it. So it's more tensioned now. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I did just, like, press the little grip thing to increase the tension. Okay, so the tensioning did help. Okay. So moving on, because we need to move on. It is working. Now what we need to do is to get it actually Twitch chat controlled. So that should be pretty... I don't know, pretty difficult, pretty easy. It really depends. What we essentially... Okay, there's a few things we have to figure out. So let's start with that. This is all the way out, yes. Okay, let's get the world map. Okay. Okay, so we have our world map that I need to put down. Okay, so essentially, we need to be able to know how many steps it takes for us to get to one end to the other, or from one end to the other end. Stargate SG-1, there's a race called the Ori that acts as gods to the French in a book of Ori. Okay. That's me. Okay. So essentially what we need to do is we need to be able to move this by a predefined amount whenever you guys give a command. I'm slightly worried about the belt slipping. But I don't really have a great way of preventing it for the moment. Okay, so the idea is that you guys are able to say, hey, go left, hey, go right, and, oh, no, I generally don't use APIs. Arkun, I generally don't use APIs. The only APIs I use are, like, whatever's minimum necessary. But yes. So we essentially need to be able to move this guy by a predefined amount, or a amount. So when you say move left, it moves this much, or it moves this much, however much. Or he just plugs it into the mainframe directly. Yes. Fair, I understand that you don't want to use APIs. Yep. Also, yeah, APIs mean a lot of different things that would just make things actually quite a bit more difficult for me. It would actually be significantly more difficult to integrate in with the API. Oh. Okay. Stay in place. Okay. So essentially what I would like to start with is that you guys are able to shift it left and right. So let's go ahead and work on that code. Okay, everything is gonna be a-okay. Let's onwards and upwards. Okay. How do you get the chat messages without API? That is one of the things that we do have to use an API for. 1 second, let me stage the code real quickly. It doesn't have to be super complex. But I do want the capability of... internet connection. So let's get that working. Example code applications. We are looking at our networking code. I am not currently sharing the networking code screen because it contains private information. Not really, like, super private information. If you guys know my Wi-Fi password, whatever. But, like, you know, I shouldn't just be leaking the information. Alright. We go to new. Okay, so that should connect us. Then... Okay. I think I can share from this point. Okay. Application capture. Let's go ahead and open our coding application and see if we can get it coded up in the next few minutes. Not anticipating that it's going to take an overly long period of time, so right now it is just connecting to our Wi-Fi, uses the SSID and our password. Then We have our looping stuff here, our Twitch messaging thing. We'll change this guy up, and then we have chat commands essentially. So we need to modify this code to actually work, to actually do what we want, right? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to import some functions, or import a function, which is our stepper code. So this is rotate revolutions. Essentially, whenever you pass in how many turns you want to do, it will rotate that amount of times. So I essentially want to be able to call that whenever you guys send the message across, ideally. So right now, if we wanted to mimic it, we would do rotate revolutions 1. Oh no. I just realized something. Okay, that's future me's problem though, not current me. Okay, so if you guys sent test message, in theory, it should call our rotate revolutions, which rotates the amount. And then what I also need to do is to define some stuff. So give me a moment. So I do need this code, I need the SL stepper code, and I think everything else should be handled. I kind of want to try setting up a WebSocket API to see how hard it is for it to return structured data. I mean, perhaps. Okay, so what I need to do, in addition to doing these defines that we have in our example code, is that we need to set our RPM and our pin modes on stuff. So that is just going to be handled by this guy here. So before the Wi-Fi is enabled. And I think in theory this should work. Let me just close this real quick and see if it compiles, because if it doesn't compile, it will pop to the top and then show information I don't want shown, so give me a second. Okay. Alright, excellente. Our code did compile, so what we are going to do now is we are going to push over our test code, and in theory, let me do a little bit of housekeeping. We'll do just a tiny bit of housekeeping, which is, I want to turn this down slightly because my ears hurt, and we want to turn it down slightly, and we need to reprogram this, and then turn it on, and then change names on stuff. Okay, so this is our x-axis, so x-axis bot, and then move x-axis. Okay. So essentially, all that we are looking for is if someone sends the message x-axis, it will move the x-axis of the robot. Very simple and straightforward. Let's go ahead and reprogram it and see what happens. Surely nothing bad will happen, right, guys? Nothing bad's ever happened in the history of things happening that are bad. And let me take a quick drink of water while I'm doing that. Okay. How would we move backwards when we can only send positive numbers? Ah, yes. And posture's good, thank you, Ty. So remember when I said that's a problem for future me, Hydro? It was me realizing that issue. So we are unfortunately going to have to use directional pins. So unfortunately, that's going to slightly change things. I am going to have to use 2 microcontrollers and set up an additional thing. But yeah, so if you guys just type x-axis right now, it should move this guy. And it's not going to be a lot. We just need to make sure that you guys are able to move it first, right? So again, the message is just x-axis. No, it is this. Oh, there you guys go. It's this. So whenever you guys type x-axis, it should move the x-axis, and then we'll need to go left or go right. So it's exactly as I've written it. is how you trigger it. And then just look at this thing to see if it's working. Oh, holy autofocus. Sorry. Whoop. Yep. Okay. So you guys should be able to move it now. It's capital X. It's capital X, guys. It's capital X. Exactly as written. Oh, did my tracking die? Give me a second. Oh, my VTube Studio crashed. Give me a moment, guys. VTube Studio crashed. VTube Studio. One sec. Spamming it. Okay. Huh. Okay, VTube Studio crashed. Give me a second, guys. I am dead. I am the dead. I'm no longer a VTuber. But yes, so we'll get this guy to change the direction in just a bit. I'll essentially have to add the enable pin, and then we'll have to swap it over. It won't be too bad. Give me a sec. What? Then we have to reconnect our tracking. Oh. Ty, stop spamming! Why are you spamming? Why you spam? Or are you just limit testing? Yes. I do have, like, toggles for not having glasses. I just rarely don't use them. Okay. So now that we have this, now that... Oh my gosh, Boulder isn't here. Dude, it's been forever since Boulder hasn't been here. Anyways, I'm going to turn this guy off, and what we are going to do is we are going to set up our directionals, so we are able to move it backwards and forwards. So, for... He's right there? What? Wait, is Boulder here? Oh, Boulder is here. Okay. Boulder is probably watching the ready. Yeah, that's fair. Anywho. We have this part working. So again, I want it to be able to go left or right on your guys' command. How should we handle this? I guess right now, what we should do, and also hi Boulder, what we should do is probably just hook it up to... Just hook this guy up to our... microcontroller and see if we can get it working real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so in order to swap the enable pins, or the directional pins, if you take a quick look at this device, at the very top here, you see the E and A. So if we swap the commands on this, it should be able to swap our direction. So that's what we need to get plugged in and working. Because of that, however, we need a total of 3 signals per axis. So unfortunately, that does increase beyond the I/O that we have available on a single board. That's okay. Not a big deal. Alright. Let's get this guy attached. And then... Why does this feel so small? Well, it's Future Me's problem. Okay, get this guy attached as well. I'm guessing Cambodia. Yeah, always guess Cambodia. A squared 3.1415928. I don't even know if the last few digits of that is correct. Oh, also, Pi Day is upcoming. Do you guys want to do anything for Pi Day? Kyoto is also a good call. What? I don't get what the Kyoto reference, or is in reference to. I'm getting pizza for Pi Day. Nice. Doug Doug reference. Okay, it's the Doug Doug Nero reference. Okay, got this attached. And then this guy needs to be a signal. We'll attach it to D5 for now. So I'm going to attach this guy to D5, or GPIO pin 5. Next project is chat makes a pizza. I feel like that's too easy for you guys. Do you guys want to make a pizza? Chat calculates pi. I feel like chat making a pizza is too easy. But who knows? Actually, no, that would be difficult for reasons because cooking, but I guess we could not cook it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just liking the feel of this, the belt. Anyways, let's go ahead and add the enabling, or the swapping direction code real quick. So... swap. Give me a sec. I need... That's fine. We shall just thug it out. Wait, you can use the clamps inside out? That's so genius. We're something of a genius, you know. If genius was an inverse of genius, we are a genius. And also, I think... like, again, the idea was to use this, but I forgot how to make this possible, but you just unscrew the bit. Okay. X-axis. So, what we want to do is we want to be able to swap our directions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a constant, integer, and then I'm going to call this enable pin. And this guy is going to be set to 5 because it's GPIO pin 5. And initially, we are going to pin mode ENA pin an output because we want it as an output, and then we are just going to drive this guy high initially. So ENA high, and then ENA high. And then what we will do just to test it is just, for the moment, I would prefer to keep this as easy as possible. So we are just going to type high, and then low, and then we are going to swap our pins like that. Nothing super complicated here, but I think that will suffice to test, at least. At least that will get us in a good position to test, right? Okay. Low. Oh! Thank you for the hydration check. I will. Okay, I have never considered this. It seems rather useful for basic specific cases that look basically keeping the string tight. Or his opinions on Lunchables. I love Lunchables, bro. Sorry, I was thinking of how many can we get a... Yes, you'll be able to get it later. We just need to test features. So rather than going for the entire code up front, it's usually better to do subunits first, Arkoon. At least the approach that I do, it is better. Because it's hard to just essentially shoot for the moon instantaneously. It's easier to build like a rocket that goes 100 feet off the ground, then 1,000 feet off the ground, then 10,000 feet off the ground, then put a satellite into orbit, etc., right? Then just like shoot the moon immediately. And of course, nothing we're doing is that complex. This is surely not rocket science, but Yes. But yes, in regards to Lunchables, pizza and nacho Lunchables are great. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, hold on. Guys. We need to talk. We need to talk about my favorite Lunchable, though. There is a different type of Lunchable out there, okay? It's a different type of Lunchable, okay? It is the Lunchable. It is the Lunchable with the mini hot dogs. I'm not sure if you guys ever had those, but there are Lunchables. I'm not sure if they're Lunchable brand, but they are like Lunchable things with 2 miniature hot dogs and a Coke. They have a Coca-Cola in them. Dude, they have a Coca-Cola in them, and they are the absolute best. My favorite. I was never that I was never that like super well off, but like, oh my gosh, whenever I got those like on like field days or like near summer vacation, those were the best times, dude. The best times. Also, sorry for being so energetic all of a sudden, but I got really excited because I really like those. Yeah. Apologies. Apologies. Okay. Anyways. Code's uploaded. Let's go ahead and give this guy a try. So if we turn it on, and then if we power cycle this guy. Okay. So if someone wants to type, or actually I can just run through it. So if I type x-axis right now, oh, what? Hold on. Let me double check I'm not doing something wrong. Uh-oh. We broke the code, guys. Uh-oh. Stinky. We have broken the code, and it is broken forever. Give me a second. Running into some slight issues. Oh no. 07 code. Yep. No. Oh my gosh, why am I so stupid, man? No, guys, I realize what the issue is. Give me a second. Give me a second. No, I didn't forget to plug it in. Just forget that I said anything real quickly. Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it. Okay, I need to reprogram this guy. Okay. Ooh, did I kill my COM port? It is not liking our upload. So I'm trying to upload the code right now, but unfortunately it is very unhappy about things, even though we are on the right COM port. I'm gonna try reconnecting it. Disconnect to reconnect. Give me a moment. There we go. Alright. Please upload. Okay, it's not active right now. It is still just reprogramming. It's coming up in its old state. After it gets reprogrammed, we should be able to move it left, right, and be good. But again, we will just do high, low, and x-axis to actually move it. Okay, so as code uploads, I can go ahead and power this. No, I should not power this guy on while it's reprogramming. Give me a moment. How goes the progress? We are working on the chat control function. We have the longer bot working. Okay. Alright, so please now give it a, first the just x-axis. So if you just do x-axis, what we're looking at is here. Hold on. It's probably easier if I just, like... Give me a sec. There's an easier way of doing this. Remember, it's capital X, capital A. I should just do all caps. I really should have just done all caps. Okay, there we go. It's green. Okay. Okay. So you have to, I think it can only accept one at a time. Or you can do two lower. So yeah, you need to do like multiple messages. Hold on. Yes. So let's do high X axis, and then it should go this way. X axis. See? It's going that way, and then if we want it to go low, we type low, and then we do the same thing, and it goes the other direction. Okay, so what we need to do next is actually control, like, you guys need to know, like, how far left and how far. Does it know how to stop? It will soon. It will soon know how to stop. It does not currently know how to stop, but it will soon. Okay, so in order for us to do the next part, what we are going to do is we want to be able to do big movements, small movements, whatever movements, right? I can't... Okay, let's think. Let's think. I'm trying to think if it's better to divide you guys or to keep you guys together. So I won't be able to parse inputs overly great. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to turn this off. Move this guy back to center line. Okay, so this guy's moved back to center line. So I want you guys to be able to affect this by more than just a single move at a time. I need to reduce this as low as it goes. Actually, first things first, let me turn this back on. No one say anything for a second. I have to turn it off before I replace it. I essentially want to know how many rotations it takes for us to reach the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it basically takes 10 to go across the world. Okay, that actually makes life so easy. Okay, so if it takes 10 calls of x-axis, essentially that means it takes 10 rotations, or 10 times this guy spinning around, which is... And also, you guys are good to talk. So since it is 10 movement per, or 10 rotations per, we should be able to divide things up. Okay. So what do you guys think of moving like small, medium, large? What do you guys think of that? Moving like a small amount, a medium amount, and a large amount? Like, obviously custom would be better, but I don't think we have the capability. Sure. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to now code up an implementation so you guys are able to move a lot and just a little. So let's go ahead and do that. And now what we also have to do is I'd like us to be able to do... We can't do just like 1 or 2, 3 like that and it does a step. I don't know what you mean. So Arkun, the problem with that is you wouldn't be able to toggle left or right. What is stopping us from going a certain number of steps? Nothing in particular. The problem is the system itself. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you what the problem, or what I think the problem might be. Okay, so the problem. Let me zoom in on this guy. Okay. Okay. And yes, the parsing would be tricky. The parsing is not innately obvious to me, unfortunately, but that's okay. So again, no one type anything for a sec, or no one type any commands for a second. So if I were to do x-axis and this guy rotates, you'll see that the belt will move, and like it won't move an exact amount, or a perfect amount rather. Hold on. Need to turn this off. Power cycle it. Why are you saying ... We're trying, okay? Okay. So the amount that this moves isn't technically perfect. It is not technically perfect because we like the vibrations in it, and it's not guaranteed to follow that that amount of stepping. We're not perfectly tensioned, so there's some slack in the line, so it's not always going to pick it up on the teeth just like perfectly. So we kind of will have to work around that, for lack of a better reason. But hold on, let me see if I can show it. So, okay. So right now we are looking like we're slightly over Russia. And if we go high, and then x-axis, well, ooh, killed the bot, interesting. And then if we go back, so if we do low, and then I did the same thing, it doesn't necessarily stop in the exact same location. So it's easier if you guys are just able to do like slight left and right movements. But the same amount of steps would always cover roughly the similar distance. Yes, it's a similar distance, but again, Hydrogenator, I think we're going to go with the small, medium, large for stepping, for simplicity reasons. So I am gonna implement that. Give me a sec. Okay, so what we need to do right now is... Gosh, I don't want to say like stage left, stage right. Can we get input since that's how Spark did his gambling thing? No. No, I'm good. Let us get this part. Okay, so instead of high and low... Instead of high or low, what do we need? We need to be able to... I'm currently more of a PM than a programmer. That's rough, buddy. No one respects PMs or product man. Or I'm not sure if you're talking about product manager or product owner or whatever, but like, ugh, Monka. Anywho, the reason why we are doing this, I will explain it one more time. The reason why we are doing the small adjustments, medium adjustment, and large adjustments is that it doesn't require the end user to be like, okay, I need to move this number of degrees or minutes or seconds across the map. I need to do this number of steps. I need to understand the stepper, like how steppers work, and say, oh, this needs to go negative 500 steps or on for negative 0.5 seconds, given the rate at which it's going. It's easier to say, hey, I want to move slightly to the left, a medium amount to the left, or a lot to the left, and then do the same thing for the right. So it's partially like usability and implementation. And if our systems aren't like perfect, it will allow us to adjust that on the fly, or it will be easier to adjust. At least that is the logic that I am going with, and yeah. Hopefully that is okay. Brother, I hope it's okay, I don't know, Chief. Suddenly limit switches in G-code? Question about the project? Go ahead, Cogs. Okay, so instead of just doing high or low, what we need to do is we need to make small, medium, large rotations. Do you think we will get 5,000? Do I think you guys get... I'll give 10 subs if you guys get 5,000 points. I'll give 10 subs. You know? I'll give 10 subs. Easy. If you guys get like 4,900 something points, sure. Okay? If you guys do like really well somehow. Yeah. Challenge accepted. I will match that. Dude, I don't think someone find Rainbolt quickly, yeah? Someone find Geo-Wizard quickly, guys. Okay, so given that information, we need to implement this. So, what we need to do now is a medium function, large function, and then a left-right function. Okay. Bup, bup. So what we need is small, left. Actually, we'll do everything. Do you guys want everything in, do you guys want everything in smaller, or lowercase, smaller case? Do you guys want everything in lowercase or uppercase for the commands? I feel like you guys are slightly struggling with, like, the weird casing, like Pascal casing or camel casing. All uppercase? Okay, we'll do all uppercase. Small, left. Camel case, we're not doing camel casing. Listen, I don't do camel casing, I do Pascal casing. Mid, left. Large, left. Just convert it to a lower before you parse. Listen, that's a lot of effort. That's a lot of effort, you know? Okay. So, what I am going to do is we are going to do our rotate revolutions. We are going to set our direction pin low when it's left, and we'll set it high when it's right. We don't technically need to know which way is which at the moment. I just need to know, like, that we can move it. And that will be good. Alright, so let me get rid of you. And then what we need to do is rotate revolutions. So I'll have this guy be 0.5, this guy be 1, and this guy be 2. So you guys are actually able to move it a better amount of time. I'm really tempted actually to make this guy go 0.33. I know we're not supposed to, but at the moment concatenating all commands will do all motor rotations. Yes, that is correct, it would. I could make your message only activate a single command, but that's a... yeah, I mean, you guys are just self-sabotaging, right? If you want to self-sabotage, it wouldn't be the first time. Guys, I'm still... What was the project that you guys just, like, I slaved over, and then you guys just refused to do anything? What project was that? There was some project that we, like... Tower defense, yeah. The tower defense. Like, I slaved over a tower defense game for you guys, and then you guys didn't even want to play tower defense. That just killed me. You wanted us to kill the orange hippo. Just because I wanted you to kill the orange hippo doesn't mean... Yeah, the enemy may have been the orange hippo, but you guys still should have gone for it. You guys still should have gone for it. Anywho. I'm going to toggle these guys high, and then we should be good. Alright. Also, I want to make these offset from each other. So, I want these guys to not be factors of each other, so we can effectively get around some stuff. Don't worry about this. This shouldn't matter for y'all. Essentially, as long as none of these are common denominators, it should be fine. Okay. Our common factors. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, dude. Okay. So the commands are small left, large left, small right, medium right, and large right. So yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that, man. I hate that. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and give this guy a try and see if it works. And then if it works, I think this will put us in a pretty good position for tomorrow, or finishing it on... Well, actually, no, it's not going to put us in a great position. Oh, hey, Sheeny, welcome in. Oh. How are you doing? Okay, compile. Okay, let's go ahead and give this guy a try. So, give it a moment for it to reprogram. The next time that it talks in chat, it should be good. I am slightly worried about this project slightly scope creeping. Because after we get this done, I essentially have to write a way to keep track of where we are at all times. And then I have to write, or like, we'll have to write a way to take that input, whatever someone decides to select their guess, and turn that into a computer input for our Geo-Guesser game. So, you know, that's ever so slightly difficult. Anyways, let's give it a try. So, again, the commands are small left, small right. And, yeah. Okay, whenever you guys feel like doing a command. You should probably keep track of direction anyways. Yes. Yes, just integrate the commands and we can always have it started in a quarter. That's the plan, but it's easier said than done. It's, okay, so it's small, medium, large. Large, right. Hold on. Uh-oh. Wait, did I not code large right? I didn't code large right? Hold on. 1 second. I need to turn this guy off. 1 second. Okay. No. Give me a second. Okay, so what happened was I forgot to change this guy from high to low. You know, it happens. It happens to all of us. Okay. So let's go ahead and reprogram it, and then we should be good. Classic. Dude, I love that duck smoking. That's me. That duck right there, he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. That is me. Classic. We love classic here. Who gave them a cigarette? I love cigarettes. I love the smell of cigarette smoke, at least. I don't like actual cigarettes. I've never actually smoked, but I love the smell of cigarette smoke. Okay, so it's uploading. You only like the cancer part? Yes. Anywho, please give it another... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. I want to put it back in the center. Okay, it's on now. It is on now. It should be taking your commands. Yes. Guys, we could have done tug of war. We should have done tug of war, man. We should have done tug of war. Oh, so that's why you're so quiet in the Discord calls. You're smoking all the time now. Not too late. We'll do that like a future time. Okay. Okay, I think it's working, guys. Small right. Medium right. Ooh, is medium right not working? Oh, it's med right is why. Because I don't know how to spell medium. Hey, no, no, no. We're going right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the bot can crash. That's not good. We'll have to figure out the crashing issue with the bot. I'm guessing it's not servicing the loop quick enough occasionally. It'll be fine. No, because if it crashes, it will lose track of what's truth. No, go right. Dude, this is satisfying. Okay, so we are in a good position. So we are now able to move our we are now able to move our separate. So what we are going to be doing next, is integrating in both of our XY. So we again have a second one of these right now. We'll share over the code, except slightly change it so you're able to move it. Oh, and yeah. Then we'll have to start thinking of how to integrate it in with an actual web interface, which is going to be a small disaster, but that's okay. So what we are going to do now is we are going to raid out. So who would you guys like to raid today? Ideally, someone who we have not raided before. Anyone we have not raided before. I would prefer. We are not raiding Michael Reeves. Michael Reeves doesn't like... Shumimi is live. We raided Shumimi. I want to raid someone new. But it's okay if you guys don't have anyone in mind. Niski? Okay. Have we raided ready? Yes, we've raided ready multiple times. Yeah, we'll raid Niski. I have not raided them before, so we'll raid Niski. Our raid message will just be, I don't know, belts. And then just do the same, but dino, I guess. But dino dancing. Okay, so it should be good. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I do appreciate you guys being around. I hope to see you guys on Friday. If not, that's okay too. I hope you guys are also able to have a good afternoon, evening, or night, or wherever you find yourself currently. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for being around. It's appreciated. And yeah. Bye. Okay, I think we are good.